Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Sunday Reset video. My name is Tiffany and I am so thankful that you chose to spend a little bit of your time with me today. In today's video, we're going to be getting my house back together, prepped and ready for the start of the new week. There's my son Ryan in the background. He just realized the camera was on, but we were home trying to get some things done around the house. We've got a crazy busy weekend next weekend, so my brain was a little bit foggy. Do you guys ever have those moments where you just have so much going on in your head that it's hard to even get like the regular things done? It's kind of where I was this day. But we're going to get started today here in my living room, just kind of straightening things up. And then we're going to be doing a little bit of some deeper cleaning. There were some areas that I needed to get dusted. We're hosting a big party next weekend for my in-laws for their anniversary. And we've got a lot of people coming to stay at our house. So every day I've just been trying to get a little bit more done, just stay on top of it all. So if you're here for some cleaning motivation, I'm so thankful you chose to join me today. You can either sit and watch and feel some motivation or get up and clean with me, whatever is your goal for today. So thankful you're here. I'm wiping down my sideboard here with the Method wood cleaner. This is in the almond scent. It's absolutely delicious. I love this. It gives everything a really nice sheen and it just looks really beautiful. I do this probably maybe once every other week or so, just to give the furniture a nice condition, and it just looks really, really nice. That sideboard is painted with a milk paint in the color linen, and it does chip really, really easily. So the top does have a ton of little chips. You can't see them here, but that's okay. I just think it adds to the character. And then I'm just vacuuming off our sound bar here because it's soft and it does collect cat hair very easily, and I just try to stay on top of that. So one thing I haven't done in a while that really needed to be done is to vacuum off our blinds. This was something I noticed the other day that really needed to be done. So again, I just put a nozzle on my vacuum and do it that way, just to make things a lot easier and faster than just wiping down each individual blind blade. So this just seems to work easier for me. I am using the one that has the soft bristles at the end of the nozzle. That way it's wiping things down as we go. Moving on to the rest of the windows along the back wall here, I'm just taking the same vacuum with the same nozzle and I am vacuuming off all of the dust and the hair to get those nice and clean. Now this whole back wall here, as you can see, is windows, and we don't have any blinds on these windows, nor do we have any intention of putting any blinds on these windows. The great thing about this back wall here is that it looks into the trees in our backyard, and we've got about an acre of land or so that goes back. So lots of beautiful tree foliage, and we love all the natural light that it brings in. The purpose of this entire wall was to be able to see all that nature. So no blinds for us, but we definitely need to get the windows cleaned off because they do get pretty dusty. So we're just going to vacuum these off really quickly, and then we'll move on to wiping them down. Now that I've gotten them dusted off, we're going to go ahead and take a second to wipe them down. And I need to do the outside as well. However, these are those new, they're not new and fancy. They're new and fancy to me. The windows that you can open up and clean the outside from the inside. However, Danny wasn't home and I didn't want to try to do it myself and break anything. So I just did the inside for now, but I make a window cleaner, with a concentrate that I purchased at Home Depot. I'll try to find a link for you. It's something I bought when we were preparing to sell our Las Vegas house just to get the windows really clean, and it does such a great job. And it comes, like I said, in a big bottle. It is a concentrate, a window cleaner concentrate that I then put in to another spray bottle, but it does wonders. So just going to go through and clean these windows from all the little handprints that you see everywhere. There's my oldest son. He does exist. He's never on camera, but he was coming down to chat with me and to get some food. And then, like I said, this is my real cleaning. This is me like really living in this house, really, really doing stuff, my weekly chores. So I'm going to get these cleaned off and then we'll move into our next chore. This window that I'm cleaning now is the picture window behind my dining room table, and this window doesn't open and it's really got some funkiness on the outside. So I'm gonna have to have Danny go out there with the ladder to get the outside clean because man, it's got some funk on there. I don't know what it is. Maybe some bugs or something ran into it. It is dirty, but I was just thinking to myself while doing this, I can't clean that. He's gonna have to get up on a ladder or something. But these windows really, really needed cleaned. Now that those are done, we're going to go ahead and pull the blinds back down. You're probably wondering why we have blinds on these windows but not the back windows, and that's because we do have neighbors to the side of us. There's a pretty good distance and trees in between us, but at night when the lights are on, I just wanted to feel like we had some privacy, so we put blinds here on these windows on the side, and I'm happy we did. It does make me feel like we have some privacy from the neighbors, across the way. Moving into the dining room, we're just going to get this cleaned off. It really wasn't that bad. Just had some things from stuff we were working on earlier that morning. Danny had done a great job. He'd gotten up really early this day, and so he took some extra time that he had and helped me to just get things cleaned up. It really does just get so messy with so many of us living in the house, but we do our best, and, I try not to worry about it until, it's to the point where it's like messing with my mind. And that does happen, but I try not to put too much focus on, everything being perfect, because that's not life. I want us to live here and be comfortable. Ryan had gotten some large coloring pages for his birthday and a box full of crafty items because he's a crafty kiddo, so I wanted to put those away for him. We have tons of papers everywhere from backpacks getting cleaned out every day. There's always papers that they're bringing home, things that they colored. Such a fine line between knowing what to keep and what to secretly throw away once they go to bed. Another area of constant need for cleaning is the island. As you can see there's always stuff. So we've got tons of water bottles from all the soccer games the day before. We've got that bottle of wine that I drank and then it's been sitting there for a while. We've got some soda cans we got to clean out. Just lots and lots of things to get put away. But honestly, it takes no time at all, so I don't stress out about it. Just let it be there, enjoy the day, and then get onto it when we can. We're going to get this island cleaned up. We're going to get those dishes put away. And in the meantime, all throughout this, we're going to also be working on laundry. So you'll see me intermittently stop what I'm doing to go flip over the laundry. Just the only way that I can get that done, is throughout the day, getting little by little done. So I'm sure you guys are the same. But I do prefer to do all my laundry in one day. There was a time where I was trying to do a load a day, but honestly, I don't have time. I don't have time to think about putting laundry in and folding it and putting it away. We have after school activities. It's just too busy. So picking a day on the weekend and just spending that whole day flipping over laundry, that is the only way that I can really effectively get through laundry. Do you guys have a laundry system that works for you? I'm curious to hear, especially if you have a bigger family like mine. But honestly, just picking a day and plugging away at it is the only way I have found to be effective for my family. Heading into the dishwasher, we're just going to get this unloaded really quickly. As you saw, there were kiddos home, but for the sake of filming, I'm going to do this for them every other time that I'm not on camera. I have them unloading the dishwasher, but I don't like to put them on camera. Just rather just do it myself real quick. We'll get these put away. Some stuff needed to get re-washed because it looked like it wasn't all the way clean. But we'll get these put away and then we'll get the dishwasher reloaded. I was just going to go ahead and get it run so that way when it came time for dinner, we could get the dishwasher emptied out so that it was ready to reload after dinner. I had just recently done a cleaning cycle. If you can see how clean the inside of the dishwasher was, I've been cleaning it with a lime enzyme that I found. I actually saw it in an Instagram video and I tried it and it works wonders. It smells really good, gets rid of all the hard water stains, and I feel like it's done a really great job of keeping the inside of my dishwasher clean despite my ridiculously hard water. I'll have it linked for you down below. I did buy it on Amazon. I did end up just putting it on subscribe and save so that I would get it. I think I put it on every 2 months because I try to use it like once a week. It's a small little package, but I just feel like it does a really great job at keeping my dishwasher, free of all that hard water buildup. That is one thing I gotta say about living with a well. Man, well water is hard and it is harsh. And, I wish that I had thought about that and put in some kind of water softener system. I still can, but just the hard water stains everywhere in my dishwasher, in my shower, in my toilets, and the havoc it wreaks on my hair. Okay, before we reload that dishwasher, we're going to go ahead and get the laundry folded and sorted. I didn't end up putting it all the way away like the kids' clothes. I just kind of stacked it up in a basket and kept it for, as I finished up the laundry. That way it could all just get put away at once. But folding it directly from the dryer is the easiest for me. It keeps it from getting wrinkly and it forces me to do it. If I put it in a basket and take it somewhere, it's so easy for that basket to sit. And I am notorious for saying, I'll do this later. I'll do it while I'm watching TV. I'll do it later. Truth be told, when I'm watching TV, I'm typically editing a video or planning for my upcoming week. There's definitely no laundry folding. So it needs to happen directly out of the dryer to limit the chances of it not happening. Do you guys fold your laundry from the dryer or from a basket? I'm curious. Loads of laundry with kids' clothes always are so deceiving. When you put them in the wash, you think it looks like a regular sized load, but then when you're folding it, you realize that it's really double the amount of clothes because it's mostly kids' stuff and it's tiny. So that's what's happening here. Whenever I'm folding loads of clothes that have a lot of kids' clothes, or in this load, it had tons of dish towels, but I always forget at how, yes, the load looked tiny, but man, there was a lot of stuff in it. And now we're going to go ahead and switch over the laundry. So I typically hang majority of my shirts because I don't like them to shrink. I like them to remain their size, or the shape that they were when I bought them. So I typically hang my clothes. A lot of times I'll drape them over my the tub in my bathroom so that they don't get those harsh lines like along the collar or in the shoulders. So I'll just kind of lay them on the tub in my bathroom. If I worry about hanging them, I don't want anything to, again, mess with the shape of the shirt. But most of my clothes I hang, and the kiddos' clothes I toss there in the dryer. A lot of times I'll hang them until they're dry, and then I'll pop them in the dryer just to get them de-wrinkled. But most of my stuff I hang. And we're just going to pop in some more laundry and keep the flow going. Eventually we'll get caught up. Back into the kitchen, we're going to go ahead and get through these dirty dishes. Again, like I said, lots of water bottles from soccer, empty wine bottles, no judgment, please, and lots of coffee mugs. So we're going to get the dishwasher loaded up. We're going to wash the things we need to hand wash, and we'll get those put away and dishes will be done. I think I've mentioned before, dishes are my least favorite chore besides mopping the floor. So don't always love this chore, but I do love the satisfaction it brings because when it's done, it does make a really high impact. So I do appreciate high impact chores like that, like decluttering and putting things away, doing the dishes makes a really big impact, where cleaning the windows didn't make as big of an impact. It didn't change the entire space, right? So if you're feeling like you need some help with motivation, that's probably a tip that I would give you, is start with high impact chores that are going to make a really big difference. I think we automatically start that way. A lot of the times our brains will take us to high impact chores first because, our brain is saying that's what needs to get done right away, because we need to declutter the space and make it visually more doable and make it feel more manageable. So I think our brains just kind of draw us into those things naturally. But if you're like me and you avoid some of those high impact chores like dishes because you don't like to do them, sometimes that's a good place to start to get motivated. Now we're just going to dry everything and get them put away. This is another one of those high impact items where if we just get it all the way finished, it does make a big difference. Couple of random items on the chore list today was to take out the recyclables. So we do turn in our cans usually about once a month or so to get the money back. There is a 5-cent deposit on cans and bottles here where we live, so we do return those. And I was also soaking my son's cleats, so they have a funky smell. So I washed them, didn't seem to make that big of a difference. So then I soaked them in a water and vinegar concoction. Vinegar is great at getting rid of, scents that have kind of stuck in your clothes or your towels or whatever. They're really great at neutralizing that. So you can try this tip. Just soak them for, those have been soaking for about 2 hours. I rinsed them and now I'm just going to let them sit in the sun to dry. And the sunlight will also act as a natural bacteria killer. So put your stuff out in the sun, except for your Crocs. Putting your Crocs in the sun seems to shrink them, but everything else you can put out there for some natural antibacterial help. Now we're going to go ahead and do my favorite part of cleaning the kitchen, and that's wiping down the counters. I've been using the Mrs. Meyer's apple cider spray, and I am loving it. It smells so good and so festive. This day was beautiful as well. The weather was gorgeous. It was in the mid-60s. I had all the windows open with the screen door on. There was a really great cool breeze flowing through the house, and it just smelled delicious and felt like fall. At this point, it was time to flip over the laundry again, and this is another one of those loads full of kid clothes. So this one seemed like it took forever to fold and empty out. Plus I have to look at the sizes. I tried to separate them by child. The crazy thing is this is only 3 of my 5 kids. So my 2 teenagers wash their own clothes, which is wonderful. And technically my 10-year-old knows how. I just lump his in because it's a smaller load. I just lump it into the other 2 boys. But imagine if I had laundry for everybody. It would be crazy. So I'm thankful that my teenagers at least do their own. Again, we're gonna flip over the laundry and I've got some sheets in here this time. Do have a lot of, bottoms. A lot of this load, I think, was a lot of mine. Undershirts, pajamas, that kind of thing. I think I'd finally gotten to my clothes for the most part anyway. So lots of soccer socks. I find those everywhere. We have so many pairs of black soccer socks. It's ridiculous. We probably have 20 pair maybe. It's crazy. Maybe 15. Maybe I'm being a little bit over exaggerating there, but I went and hung those shirts on my tub like I had told you before. And now I'm actually going to battle with some of the cushions from my deck. So these needed to be washed so badly. They had gotten really dirty from all the rain, and there had actually been a little bit of a stain. These here go on like the little footstools. You can see the stain right there. I don't know what it's from. I don't know if it's from food or something like that. I'm not sure. It didn't have a color. It just almost looked like an oil stain, if you will. So I'm going to spray it down with a little bit of OxyClean stain cleaner. I don't know what it is. I think it might have been runoff from the top of the umbrella, but again, I don't know. It just had a really funny, maybe it was just dirty water. And then I'm just adding in a little bit of OxyClean laundry booster into the drum to help get those clean. And I'm going out to grab a couple more of the cushions. And again, I'm going to battle with these. These are the larger cushions. I still have 4 more to wash, but I only wanted to wash 4 at a time because I didn't want to overload my washing machine. So I'm going to get these clean. And in Wednesday's video, you're going to see a clean and fall decorate of my back deck. I'm so excited for you guys to see that video. It turned out absolutely beautiful and it's so festive and I love that space. So make sure you come back and check out Wednesday's video to see that beautiful transformation. That brings us to the end of this week's Sunday Reset, my friends. I hope that you found some motivation in today's video, and I hope you're able to get through your chore list before the start of the new week to help you feel ready to tackle anything. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love to have you consider giving it a thumbs up. I'd love to have you come back for more. I post new videos every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will see you, my friends, in the next one. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.